Bienvenidos a todo el mundo a esta Copa Mundial de Roller Derby masculino 2018 en Barcelona. Bonjour tout le monde, on est ici à la Coupe du Monde masculin en 2018 et on est à Barcelone.
Welcome back to the Men's Roller Derby World Cup here in Barcelona. It's an absolute pleasure to be with you. I'm Brom.
I'm King Crazy.
I'm Snoogans.
Tronchatoro here.
And we're going to be guiding you throughout the entire World Cup, some of our highlights, best bits, moments that we've been watching. We've all been paying keen attention to each one group apiece, or some of us had two groups. So I've been looking at the Seed 1 group, USA, Netherlands, Belgium and Japan.
I've been looking at Seed 2, which is England, Spain, Sweden and Chile, and Group 3, the Seed 3, which is Australia, alongside Colombia, Italy and Scotland.
I bagged lucky number 4, seed group, Canada, Mexico, Germany and Poland, and seed number 5 group, which was France, Finland, Philippines and Ireland.
And I'm looking at this C6 team. It's Argentina, Wales, New Zealand and Denmark.
So, what have we seen so far? We've seen, well, great gameplay for a start, but what are our highlights?
The opening game.
Yeah.
What a way to start a tournament.
I don't think there could have been a finer start,
No.
coming down to a 1-point game in the last jam. Wow.
I was announcing and I think I was speechless for once in my life.
I was sat here watching it and right next to the Spanish bench, the emotion at the end was unbelievable. It's
phenomenal.
That's why we do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
I think at the end of the day, we're going to be bringing you a 10 minutes highlight show after the Argentina-Denmark game. We're going to try and bring you the entirety of the last jam of that game if you missed it. Because it's an incredible moment. Because I missed it, so I'd like to see it as well.
Well, speaking about Argentina and Denmark, we had the purple group, which is the group that I'm following. And it's very interesting because we have Wales and Denmark, who has the differential point of 200 points. And then we had Argentina and New Zealand with 206 point differential. And we already know that Argentina and Wales are already placed against in another World Cup, in the Calgary one.
Yep.
And they had a 20 points differential.
So that game, Argentina-Wales tomorrow, is going to be one to look out for.
It's going to be tonight.
Oh, is it tonight?
Argentina
versus
against Wales is going to be tonight. So I think that's for me, it's the more exciting match of the group. Like we will see how it's going to end, and Denmark and New Zealand, that's going to be interesting too because of the differential, to see which team is going to be on the top of this group.
Yeah.
I've seen some fantastic stuff so far today. Absolute standout for me. England v Chile this morning. That reverse Pegasus.
Yeah, the piggyback.
Yeah.
That will be in the wrap-up show.
That will be in the wrap-up. Super slow-mo. And I've also got to give a massive shout-out for between Canada v Germany earlier. Canada taking a sizable win in no short part to Uncle Dad. In the 4th jam of the game, picked up a 34-point jam.
Phenomenal.
Just
wow.
Made it look like it was no thing. Absolutely incredible.
And actually, I've just watched the Finland-Ireland game. I was just calling that. And they've played each other twice in 2 previous World Cups. And both Finland won both times, but by a sizable points differential. This time, we saw Finland take Ireland, but 86-62. Going into the last jam, there was only 5 points in it. So we're seeing in the last couple of years, people have changed a lot.
So just going back, you said the Uncle Dad's 34-point jam. Sausage rolls for Australia versus Colombia put up 39 points in the jam.
So
we think that's the highest one of the tournament so far. We'll keep an eye on that.
Oh, yes, we will.
So coming up very shortly, we've got USA, Japan happening on the Roller Derby City track. Join us at the end of the day when we'll be here for the official review. Thanks very much. I've been Brom.
I'm King Crazy.
Still Snoogans.
Tronchatoro.
And we're done, thank you. Yep, cool.
Excellent.
So that's that done.
I was thinking that when I did my purple, you know.
Okay, so welcome back to track 1. Hi. Yeah, I'm just turned around like, hey.
I'm like, oh.
Just watching the producer.
Okay.
Man would like you to look at this guy.
Right.
So we are about to watch
Oh, this is going to be a great call.
USA taking on Japan. So I'm Julia Sleazer.
I'm Mary Chaos. They stole my roster, so I'm going to be stealing.
This is the
Legit.
great smacks me. Yeah, Team USA, who ran away with our roster. I'll read them though.
Okay.
0260 Spin Diesel, 10 Stephen Carter, 19 Streak, 20 John Wyatt, 21 Tommy Gun, 2468 Dylan Botts, 28 Brandon Smith, 3 Tony Muse, 3158 Brett Stang, 32 Shane Bauer, 35 Brandon Shearts. 515, no wait, they have too many on the roster. Michael Thornton, 56 Michael Jensen, 618 Bled Zeppelin, 7 Magnum, 88 Doc, and 915 Patrick Lopez. And for Japan.
Japan, who is playing in black today. 1 U2, 110 Show, 17 Karaji? Karaji? No.
It's a pronunciation
2
sheet.
Kabuki Mono, 3 Harakiri, 442 Yellow Devil, 48 Desaku, 6 Chuck Breaker, 615 Red Bull, 7 Umesan, 8 Naruto, know that one, 9 Sake Badger, and 99 Bubble.
All right, so we are,
I'm sorry.
in any number of seconds, we will be kicking off this game.
And Shane Bauer already just chilling out behind the jam line.
I presume he's going to jam.
I would assume so. He does that now and again.
He's good at it,
You know.
from what I've heard.
He plays for a really small team though. I've never heard of it. They're the
Is that a
Gatekeepers.
St. Louis,
Yeah.
Missouri?
Missouri. It's
Is it
very
all
French.
Is it all French?
I think it must be.
Missouri is a small county in France. Okay.
We're trying to pull up pronunciation guides, but my phone's
I'm
like.
not. That's the thing.
Well,
I just told you. Your phone's like
My
absolutely
phone's like,
no,
you're
ma'am.
in Barcelona.
No, ma'am.
I don't know what
that's
to tell
right.
you.
For no reason. We both have T-Mobile.
Yeah.
For no reason. Mine's just fine.
Yeah, mine's like, roaming
No,
charges.
No, that's when I came like last year. It's like one time I'm in England and it's just like, no thank you. And the next time I'm in England, weeks later, it's like, yeah, everything's
Yeah,
fine.
everything's great. So Naruto and Shane Bauer is out for lead jammer.
Naruto is still trying to make his way through, gets out to the outside, has to recycle back not terribly far, but Team USA is doing a great job, of course, keeping their wall together towards the back.
So we
brought up the pronunciation guide.
and it is as helpful as Colombia's was.
Was not submitted by Japan.
So
It's worth a shot,
that's
though.
all right. I've watched enough anime. I'm sure I can fake it.
Only one of these names appears to be from anime.
Yes.
So you've got Naruto. I'll cover the rest.
Okay.
Bauer coming through one more time. 15 points so far. Also, shout out to Mama Bauer, who hopefully is watching right now. I did not take the time to post the scores in Central Standard Time. Another 5 points right now, a 20-point jam.
U2 with the star now for Japan. There was a sneaky little star pass, but not sneaky enough to get through USA. I mean, they're kind of good at roller derby, so... Oh, we've got a back block to U2, so he's going to sit down in the box. USA, power jam, and jam number 1.
Everybody here is actually really good at roller derby. And
Yes.
Hence the national teams.
It's true.
I remember the first time Japan came, they had a shorter roster, and they said this is all of the men in Japan that play roller derby. And you watched so much change in them over the weekend. It was just amazing. I think at the time it was just a 3-day tournament. I'd have to look again because there was 15 teams in 2014 and 20 in 2016, and then here we are with a number of teams that I cannot recall.
I think we're about 20 because we had new ones come in, but a couple
and then a couple had to drop.
Yeah.
So we got U2 sitting in the box, B-Stang out there. B-Stang has lead jammer status for USA. Coming in for his first scoring pass. He's really mowing his way through. Lastly hit by Chuck Breaker.
That is B-Stang style jamming, is just, I'm just going to skate, and I don't care if you're in my way. He's just got really good aim to do it legally.
That's pretty much my favorite jamming mode.
Is
just
mow
like
down.
bulldoze.
Oh, look at that streak with a little handshake and a whip at the top. Oh. And now it's just streak versus you two. And
taking it as far as Jensen ready to make any sort of bridging that's necessary.
Every time Japan does anything good, we're not going to be heard because the crowd is just going to scream.
Here we go, here we go. B-Stang comes in,
bloop, bloop,
blast
bloop.
through the pack, little handshake whip. The friendliest whip. A story by Brett
and
Stang.
here comes B-Stang trying to get you too.
And
got the anticipation.
no, he held it.
And then this.
Boom! That was the yay! Because I was like, what are they yaying? I can't see it.
Yeah.
Yay! Replays.
Oh, Brandon Smith also goes by Dr. Feelgood.
It's true.
Lead jammer. It's nice to see him back in competitive play. His team took a bit of a hiatus this year, but he's just as good as ever. Meanwhile, Japan, number 3. Harry Carey. Sorry,
I was like, did you zone out or can you not find it?
No.
Okay.
I started watching roller derby.
That's fair. That's what you should. But Harry Carey held up by the Doc and Shirts. I put a T in his name again. I'm never going to say his name right, and he's never going to be my friend. Cheers.
Feelgood's just skating backwards at pace or Smith. I'm sorry. Smith going backwards and just keeping pace with the pack. I think he's just trying to help run out the blocker penalties and keep Harry Carey in the pack.
Yeah. This is a 9-point jam for USA. Nothing picked up so far by Japan. We've got almost 5 minutes having lapsed. Oh, wait. To the 13-point jam? Was there more points? Was there secret points?
There might have been.
Secret points.
Nope. Nope.
Or if there was, they were so secret.
They're
still not going to tell us. Fine. I don't like secrets anyway.
Kabuki Mono on the track with the star for Japan. Magnum just using the outside line because, hey,
it's open.
It's there.
If it's open, just go for it. If it's closed, try to go for it.
Yeah. Fast packs. USA knows how to play some really fast roller derby, and Japan just like, okay, cool, we'll try this.
Yeah, give it a try. Well, you've got to adapt, and USA is not going to adapt to a slower play style. You have to adapt to the faster. So that is Magnum lead and 5 points already. Another 5 points from Magnum.
Kabuki with the start in his hand and trying really hard to get past Wyatt. A little help there from number 6. That was, who was that? That was Shotbreaker. Kabuki finally broke out with the start in hand. Magnum got the call.
It's true.
Yeah.
Erroneously put on the board as carriage this whole time.
Oh, really?
Well, it was on the overlay at least.
Oh.
Because that's why I pointed it and then looked confused. But you were watching the roller derby.
Yeah, I was actually watching the track.
It's okay.
I watch the track until it's at a point where I can't see it anymore, and then I'm like, oh, right, I've got a helper.
Right.
Naruto and Lopez. And Lopez out, lead jam again on the outside line.
I'm sure it will adapt to close out the outside soon enough. Lopez coming in for his first scoring pass, going to find an easy inside. And that is another 5 points for USA. Naruto still out there trying to get through the pack. Getting knocked to the inside, recycling back, and finding himself behind a waterfall of good times. Wyatt lastly blocking him off from coming forward at all.
Yeah, him and Tommy Gunn have been trading hits, and now Bots blocking number 7, who has the star now, Umisan. Bots doing some matrix blocking.
One of the many things he's known for is his flexibility.
That should not have worked. I don't know how.
Yeah, no, he can do some inhuman things. It's amazing.
While still legally engaging a jammer.
Yes.
Well.
So that jam.
There we go.
Oh, here we go. The replay. Got him working his way up. Does the star come off? And he is through. So, that was a 5-point jam. USA sitting right on the century mark. 99. Still nothing picked up by Japan.
Yeah, it looks like Japan picked up a jammer penalty between jams there. So
Yeah.
Shane Bauer starting with a power jam, little apex hop to get lead jammer. Japan back on the track with full contingent of blockers, though. Bubble being recycled back by Jensen. Bauer coming up, passes the one in the back pretty easy, and then darts around the tripod.
Jensen getting ready to meet anybody in the back. That is the power play is over. Umisan is back in. He has stashed the star in hand. Bauer is coming back for another scoring pass.
Umisan having to fight the tripod of USA and his own offense.
Yeah.
And that's U2. Almost through the front of the pack. Gets taken off of his skates, and USA known for the recycling, at least in roller derby. Jensen, a hard hit. Number 6 is going to go to the penalty box.
Luckily, we have an excellent medical staff. So we get a replay of the start of this jam. There's an excellent little apex hop to get through, immediately getting lead.
U2.
This is when he's so close to being out. So close.
And he just, it looked like his weight was just taken out from underneath him. They threw his hips forward a little bit. And
Just
on this
a little too
floor,
far. Yeah.
so many people have been saying, like, this floor looks sticky, and it is not.
Well, yeah. I was like, the first game I did today, it looked, it can look sticky all at once. If you watch the derby, it actually, I believe, is quite slick.
Leisure with the side eye.
Yeah. Roller Derby Elite, the brand that is the sport. You can check them out online. Roller Derby Elite's website.
Yeah. And check out Bruised skate straps. They wrap around your boot and plate to keep your feet in place so you can improve agility. Better with the Bruised skate straps at bruisedsn.com. So I believe even though we have an official timeout going on, the clock doesn't stop.
No, the clock stops for no one.
Right.
Yeah.
We got to keep on schedule, yo.
It's true. It's very, there's 1 hour allotted to each game, and they're meant to last a half hour.
I saw an illegal procedure being waived off. I don't know if it was a false start that was not yielded.
Positive. B staying out there has lead jammer status for USA. Harakiri still trying to make his way through the pack.
Again, it's Tommy Gunn and Wyatt just really giving him some fight.
Right.
And a cut track going to the jammer. Very curious. So now USA with another power jam. It's going to be B-Stang coming up. He's already got 15 points on the board. And why go through the blockers when you can go around them?
Right. Shortcuts.
Yeah. Turn 3 is a mean turn anyway.
Right. Visang coming through, leaving Chuck Breaker in his wake, calls it off. That is another 5-point pass.
I believe I'm seeing a hand signal. I don't know if there's going to be a out of play block being issued to someone, maybe Visang, or maybe that was what number 6 had received.
That could be.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and we have someone being released from the box. 615 erroneously reported.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got Brandon Smith getting lead jammer.
That power start is quickly concluded. Harakiri back on the track, ready to try to make his way through the pack. Ooh, Smith spinning as he falls.
Tony Muse going to the box for a back block, trying to play some offense.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Smith
It
coming
happens.
through, 5 points for USA.
Oh, Thornton putting the Japan pivot just on the ground.
It was a close one.
Yeah. The pivot was really trying to, that was, U2 was trying to play some offense, and the counter block is what took him out.
Sure.
Thornton took another Japan blocker down, and it's number 3. Harakiri is actually going to sit down for a forearm via rock.
So this is now a power jam for Brandon Smith.
Thornton breaking up the Japan blockers to get Smith out, and why not ice the jammer, get some fresh legs out there. I mean, Smith put up, what, 20 points? You have more than that, or?
I think it's just the 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard. Part of the first day is always learning like how quickly the points actually go up. I feel
Well,
like.
that's all. Humans operate the scoreboard.
That's right.
And so sometimes there's a little delay while they double check their maths and what have you.
Which is completely understandable. Power start for Lopez, and skates through on the inside. Nice little shield offense by USA.
USA set up, ready to accept the end of this power start. Harakiri back in play yet again, meeting up with an absolute Triforce in the back.
Only picking up 4 on that pass. There was a no pass signaled at the top. Good OPR to Jamrap communication. See, this is the point where I use the screen because there was a lot of things happening.
It's true.
There's a lot
so
of
many.
There's a lot of things happening, and there were refs in the way, so I could not tell what things were happening.
It's true. Lopez coming through a huge, well, very high jump, I should say. Not quite landed legally. He's going to come into the back. Lopez called that off?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Harakiri was working very hard to get through, but USA is just, they're very good at recycling. They're really good at getting underneath the momentum of the opposing jammers. Got timeout black. Again, doesn't stop the clock.
Right.
But thank you, by the way, to VMix. Their replays are all powered by VMix, and they've been absolutely phenomenal at picking out some great highlights from every team here at the Men's Roller Derby World Cup.
It's true.
2018. Hashtag. What is the hashtag on Twitter?
You just said it, but you said it kind of
backwards.
Wonkified.
Yeah.
It's hashtag MRDWC 2018.
Perfect.
So we found out the first year that the other one goes to just some guy's personal account. And so that was fun for him, but he was very confused.
Right. So penalties. That's a penalty board, but I'm not actually...
It does say penalty board, and then it has a roster, but it's given no other information. So I'm going to go with...
Meh. I'm thinking maybe that's something that they're working on for the rest of the weekend, though. So hopefully that
That's
means
fair.
that
it's a cool looking overlay. I
it's
look forward to
great.
using it later.
Indeed.
So the last time these two faced off was 2016 in Calgary, which turned out 280-0.
Oh.
So this may be a no score completely for Japan. If they get that 1 point, all of our hearts will explode.
Yes, the crowd will erupt with joy.
Kabuki Mono out for Japan. Shane Bauer for USA.
Kabuki Mono had been firmly implanted in the sad place. Now he's got to beat Thornton, and that gives Tony Muse enough time to come up. And also Spin Diesel has joined the fray. Kabuki Mono with star in hand.
Probably call that as a U2, gonna have a seat in the box.
Which is bad news for Kabuki Mono. And he did not pass the star yet, did he? No. Cool.
No, so yeah, it's not a power start.
Right.
So worse things could have happened.
Yes. Yes. Japan is probably going, phew.
Right.
Nice edge work and misdirection from the jammers of USA. They're very good at making you think they're going somewhere and then going the absolute opposite direction.
Exactly how my college career turned out.
Naruto and B-Stang. B-Stang, lead jammer. Naruto fighting Wyatt. That's a common theme. And 88. Who's 88?
That is the Doc.
Ah,
Also from St. Louis.
yes.
Or St. Louis, as we call it in Missouri.
Wyatt's going to sit down for a cut track.
And that is U2 re-entering as pivot from Japan.
And a cut track now going somewhere else to Naruto, I think. Yes. So B-Stang gets another power jam.
Ooh, a little bit of slippage as he has a seat in the box. Yeah, I think the floor is way slicker than you'd imagine.
Yeah.
And way linier than one might hope.
It's especially for people from the USA that are currently watching. They're probably going, what is this
Why?
floor? Oh, God.
Well, you know, when we were in Wales at MRDA Champs this year, it was a very similar floor. Because you can play, like, whatever sport you want. It's right here.
Yeah.
Shuffleboard, whatever. Chess, it's over there somewhere. Badminton.
Cricket. I don't know. Can you play cricket indoors? I don't think so.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
It's a bad idea.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Racquetball, maybe? I
Sure.
don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, but they have like little weird courts.
Right.
Yeah. It's a very violent game for looking so polite.
Brandon Smith, lead jammer on the outside, getting past U2.
Smith coming in for his first scoring pass. I like the shoulder dive to the left, shoulder dive to the right, and it's through.
I also like the little apex jump that U2 did in order to get to the front to team up with his buddies.
There's been a star pass.
There has been a star pass.
But then he got knocked inside and is going back.
Well,
Yeah, my song
you
was
know.
longer than I meant it to be. Yeah.
it's good effort. It's a good effort.
What, me or him?
Well,
Okay.
you know.
Well, let's say it's U2's because I know mine wasn't. So U2 now, yeah, there we go. He is through. Found a little bit of ease on the inside. Smith isn't going to let him have it though. Oh, and he gets called off.
I think USA doesn't want to give up that 1 point.
It would make me nervous.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Japan smushed everyone backwards, and U2 was able to use just a little bit of space to just squeeze himself out.
Yeah. It was a good job.
Like a baby giraffe being born.
I don't know anything about that. What do you do in your spare time?
And who is up? Habikiri and Magnum.
Jinx. You can't talk until I say your name. chaos.
Okay. You're like, I don't actually want to do the
I
rest of this by
suddenly
myself.
ran through every name I know you by. Magnum coming in butt first.
That's been a theme, from what I understand. There have been more than a few jammers that have been coming in butt first.
If you can do it, do it.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? Your hips is what gets you points.
Right.
Doesn't matter what way your face is. So right now, a 10-point jam for Magnum. USA at 247. Japan still at 0. Magnum going to go ahead and call it off. That last pass is 0 point. And then I'm not positive what that conversation could have.
I don't know if maybe he didn't hit his hips the second time.
Not positive.
I like
Yeah.
this. The John Madden butt first.
Yeah, the butt first. We had a really good butt first replay earlier.
Yeah.
Find your stride with the original handmade bearing Cheeseball skate bearings at cheeseballs.com. But the cheese has a Z. The balls has an S.
And everyone's on the ground.
I'm in a chair.
That's
Lopez is coming through, though. It's just a huge open, like 2 lanes open there.
That's about 5 miles of real estate on the outside line.
True that.
Kabuki Mono still fighting. I love how polite the Japanese jammers are. Every time something goes bad, I see them like apologizing as they stand up.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't, just go. Just play roller
You know
derby.
what?
It's okay.
If people want to be polite, I'm like
yeah.
a 300% for being polite. Tell your friends. I don't know.
And again, another small pile up in turn 3 this time.
Oh.
And
I
the
don't
crowd did not like
understand
that.
What just that was
There
about.
was-
We could see it again here in a second.
Yeah, there was a charging call made from what I'm guessing
That's
based on
what
the swoopy
I
motion.
thought I was seeing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, meanwhile, a skate's coming up hard. Thornton
Uh-oh.
needs to get his
Uh-oh.
strap under control there. That did not come out the way I thought it would, but he's got a piece on his skate that's flapping around.
Flapping in the breeze, as I would say. And then you wouldn't feel bad about mistaking anything. So coming in, once again, Lopez. So far, 5 in a row, 5-point passes. It's a hazard to guess on this one. Another 5-point pass. Bring him
Kabuki
up.
Mono fighting so hard.
This is the thing. Is, you know, they say like, oh, it's kind of cliche to say that the score doesn't match the effort, but the score doesn't always match the effort. And Japan always puts 100% in. And when you're up against Team USA, that's a rough go.
I am excited to see Japan against the other 2 teams in their grouping, which are Belgium and Netherlands. Just because when you come out and you play USA first, you learn all the hardest lessons.
Definitely.
So, like, this is going to be a major growth spurt. We've got an official timeout going on. And again, remember, nothing stops, so the clock will still go as they are talking about things. And Sucker Punch Skate Shop is one of our vendors here at the Men's Roller Derby World Cup 2018. Sucker Punch Skate Shop is the largest derby owned and operated store in Europe. Operation online and actually having a physical store. Big letters.
Yeah.
Heavily involved in the European derby community on a number of levels, we are best known for our reliable service, honest advice, and competitive prices, as well as the top quality products and a huge range of those products.
Have you been over?
I have been.
Good. I was like, you love that shop so much. Because I'm like, the last time I was in a physical skate shop was in Seattle.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. And they're not there anymore.
Yeah.
Single tier.
I know. Yeah.
I loved it.
I went to Sucker Punch the last time I did my trip around Europe. So I did not get to go this time.
Okay.
But yeah.
Have you ever been?
Yes.
I have not been to the physical store, but I've been to the website.
Okay. I've been
Yeah.
to the physical store.
Nice.
It's always neat. There are a couple
love looking
physical
at stuff.
stores that I'm like, ooh, even though I've seen all the products before, like,
Right.
ooh.
I'm like, oh, they look so neat in person. Oh, you've got mustache shoelaces. I'll take 3.
Oh, I could use an extra whistle or 4.
I know, that's the
There's a
problem
whole
with me
bin.
going in places. I'm like, be real, girl. You haven't put your skates on in 3 years. And I'm like, shh, you will, though, if you have these bearings. You know? And that's how I ended up with a whole bunch of bearings. So I'm not super positive what's going on with this official timeout.
No.
But we are right now over last time's score difference. So as I said, 2016 was 280-0. We're at 282-0. We've got just under 2.5 minutes.
Yes.
So we're still time.
Oh, a star pass off the line.
Nice.
They were lining up for that. Naruto had it. U2 has it now. They weren't quite able to capitalize, and Shane Bauer's already through and scoring points. U2 so frenetic against the USA blockers. And he is getting a forearm penalty, so he's going to go sit down in the box. Shane Bauer having a power jam.
He could run it really close if he wants to run it.
Yeah. Yeah, because of the whole no timeout thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I guess
no
it,
clock stop.
Yeah. Right.
So that official review was taken. So I'm under the impression so here's real life chaos. Both of the Bauer brothers do skate for St. Louis.
Yes.
I'm under the impression both of them are here. As you notice, Shane is certainly here.
Right.
Mama Bauer was going to fly out, and she promised me a hug at the very least, and I was going to allow that.
Wow.
Because, you know,
special.
I'm like, please ask before hugging.
Is she
do you know
part
who I am?
cat?
She is.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
Well,
like
that
3/4
explains
cat,
it.
you know,
That
if we're
totally
getting into the
explains
ratio. But hopefully she is watching. We'd like to say hello, and we miss you a lot here. Beastang, lead USA, pack at a standstill. We still have U2 in the box, so this is all power all the time right now. And the game clock is at 37 seconds.
I'm pretty sure U2 is one of the skaters that has been on Team Japan each World Cup.
Yes.
And just seeing his improvement through. I know for sure he was at the last one because I remember watching him and going,
yeah, I was about to say.
that guy's good.
I called Team Japan in-house in 2014. I remember Kabuki Mono from 2016 for sure also.
And
so,
I'm
as long
thinking-
as no one wants to contest it.
Right, and I think that's it.
It is certainly. So this is our unofficial final. USA 311 points, Japan 0. Beautifully done though. An exciting game, always.
Yeah. Japan's so gracious. They're probably over there going, yay,
That's what
we got to play USA.
That's what I was going to say earlier. So in 2014, when we saw Team Japan come in, their first couple of games were really shaky and very penalty heavy, and you could see that they were like, what did I do? And they very quickly adapted, and there was like a lot of learning. Because as I said before, they came in very short. They actually had to, they didn't get knocked out of the tournament during their final game. They had enough injured or fouled out, but first. that they had to, the referees had to actually ask them to leave. But you saw so much adaptation over the weekend, and that's something I really like about these big international team tournaments, is that you see so much learned so quickly, and Team Japan is a real testament to that.
Yes.
And I'm sure we'll see that out of the first-timing teams this weekend, like New Zealand and so on, Denmark.
Denmark, yeah.
Yeah.
So, watching their first games were, you could see the learning happening on the fly.
Definitely. So,
what's next?
What's next, you ask, as I pull up.
I should know. I've looked at the schedule every moment.
Belgium facing off against the Netherlands here on track 1 on the hour.
So
and
good.
at 15 after the hour, it is going to be...
Is it Germany?
Sweden versus Chile. I get really nervous because I'm like, what's 16-15? All right, everything's cool. So at 15 after the hour on track 2, Sweden versus Chile. On the hour, you can see Belgium versus the Netherlands.
Which is the other two from this grouping.
Yeah. It's going to be brilliant. So I'm Julius Leeser.
I'm Mary Chaos.
And hopefully see you later.
Yeah, bye.